is compared to yesterday. Then you need to produce more. Then you need to save today, and that saving will be used as an investment to purchase the capital, the machinery, the rates of technological change. Another factor which is contributing towards the growth is the technological change, the technological progress, and rate of change in other factors are also very important. Another topic which we will be discussing during the macroeconomic course is the business cycle. The business cycle is the short-run contractions and expansions of economic activity. As I have discussed in the previous slides, that when you put your data, the economic output data, the country's output data, quarterly or yearly, for the last years, for some years, and you put the vertical line for the growth rate and a horizontal line for the time period. When you put the data, output data is per the quarter or year wise, then you will see that the output of the countries is compared to the other years. Current output cannot be same as the previous years. So when we connect them, there will be ups and downs. So in the business cycle, sometimes we have the recessions when economy is not doing well. Recession is the downward phase of a business cycle when national output is falling or growing slowly. If the GDP is growing at a slower pace or at less than 3%, we say there is a recession. And these are hard times for many people, a major political concern for the politicians. And even in COVID situation, the world is facing the recession-like situation. So unemployment is another term which we will be discussing. Recessions are usually accompanied by high unemployment. The number of people who are available for work and are actively seeking it but cannot find jobs is called the unemployment. The people who are looking for the jobs but they are unable to find anyone. This is the formula to calculate the unemployment rate. Unemployment rate equal to unemployed people and divided by labor force, the total labor force into 100. It will give us the unemployment rate, that what percentage of the labor force is without the jobs. So unemployment rate can stay high even when the economy is doing well sometimes. Another topic which is very interesting and people are very much interested to study and to learn is the inflation, and it's generally called the price level. When prices of most goods and services are rising over time, it is inflation. When they are falling, it is deflation. So separately we will discuss the inflation. Inflation rate is the percentage increase in the average level of prices. So we will also discuss and we will also calculate that how to calculate the inflation rate. Inflation, the effects of inflation rate are very important. They are very severe. When inflation rates reaches an extremely high level of the economy tends to function poorly. The purchasing power of money erodes quickly, which forces people to spend their money as soon as they receive it. And another topic which we will be discussing in the macroeconomics is the international economy. In the international economy, an economy which has extensive trading and financial relationship with other national economies is an open economy, and an economy with no relationship is a closed economy. And most of the countries of the world, they are treated as the open economies. It includes the international trade and borrowings. Relationships can transmit business cycles from country to country. Exports and imports, trade balances. We will be discussing about the trade balances. Trade surplus means when your exports are more than your imports, and it has the positive impact on your employment. Trade surplus, and the trade deficit means your imports are greater than your exports. Very important to understand that what are the factors determining the exchange rate. The trade balance is affected by the exchange rate. The country's exchange rate is very important factor and it is affecting the trade balance of any country. So macroeconomic policy, a nation's economic performance depends on what are the factors which are contributing to the nation's any country's economic performance. Natural and human resources, the capital stock, technology, economic choices made by citizens, like the macroeconomic policies of the government. And in this course, we will be discussing the macroeconomic policies, the fiscal policy, also known as the budget policy or the government spending and taxation at different governmental levels. Monetary policy is run by the central bank or the state bank of any country. It deals the economy or it uses the interest rates or printing of the currency notes. Another topic which we will be discussing is the budget deficits. The economy is affected when there are large budget deficits, excess of government spending over collection of taxes. So we will also discuss about the aggregate demand and aggregate supply. In first semester, we have discussed the individual and the market demands and supplies. And in the macroeconomics, we will be discussing about the aggregate demand and supply. So what macroeconomists do? Macroeconomists economics forecast, forecasting, macroeconomics analyzing, macroeconomic research is there, the data and development. Macroeconomic forecasting, prediction of future economic trends is some success in the short run and the long run too. Many factors are highly uncertain. Analysis means interpretation of the events as they happen, else both private sector and the public sector. And through macroeconomic research, we try to understand the structure of the economy in general. And then we develop the economic theories, the economic models, and then we test them. Then we have the data development and so these are the major topics which we will be discussing during this course, and I hope you will enjoy the discussion. And the macroeconomics, again I repeat, it's a very important course and it's very interesting to understand the economy.